Hello, it's me, Hal, again with another painting video. If you recognize this pink palette, it's because I really hate wasting paint, and so you're gonna see a lot of these with these pinks and purples. As you can see, I already toned the canvas with a little bit of leftover gouache. It had actually spilled, and again, I really hate wasting paint. But anyway, this is an attempt to try to kick myself in the butt to keep working. I, at this time, was really struggling with art block, and it was just about to only get worse. So I told myself, it doesn't matter how good it looks, it doesn't have to be perfect, just paint something, just draw something. And I chose just a really simple flower, which definitely kickstarted the sort of style that I'm going through now. If you look at my Instagram or my TikTok, I'm doing a lot of naturey things, a lot of really cutesy colors, a lot of little cute illustrations, which I think is very funny. For the past almost 2 years, especially in my classes or doing artwork for school, it's all been very, I don't know, political and angry and all this sort of stuff, aside from my cloud landscapes. And so I think it's just very funny that this entire break I've been doing all this little cutesy, sort of childish sort of style kind of thing. I like it a lot. When I say childish, I mean the sort of illustration where it doesn't quite look like a kid did it, but it does have that sort of, childish charm. Like there are lines that aren't completely colored. There's the texture of, crayons or colored pencils, or sometimes the color palette is just really bright and saturated and a lot of primary colors and that kind of thing. And I really love that. Somebody who does that the best, in my opinion, is Very Little Peach. I'll put another link in the little card up there at the top. I've looked up to her for so long, and I think that she does this so well, and that is what has really inspired me to use these colored pencils. If you watched my last video, you know that this is my favorite part of the entire painting and drawing process, is doing all of the, the fun little highlights and shadows and some line work with these Prismacolor colored pencils. I absolutely love the texture that they make. I just think it's so charming. And something that I talked about in the last video as well, it puts less pressure on me when I'm in my painting process to have every brushstroke be perfect and have everything be defined and, super readable. And as if you couldn't tell, I really struggle with being a perfectionist. I push myself way too hard, or I won't post stuff because I feel like it's not good enough, or I just won't finish things because I think they aren't good enough. And a lot of times I won't even start things because I'm I don't think I could do it that well. And so this entire break I've been really focusing on trying to make myself make art even if I don't like it, or make myself make art even if it's not perfect. And I've actually made some of my favorite stuff doing that. And so I really recommend that if you're anything like me. Go ahead and give it a try. Make imperfect lines. Do sillier stuff. Do something outside your style. I really recommend it. And as you can see, now everything's finally coming together. It actually does look like a flower now, which is always what we want. If you haven't noticed yet, you can tell that I'm wearing my winter coat, even though I'm in my studio. The back room where I keep all my art stuff and keep everything and work in is freezing. It's so bad. I actually recorded this a couple weeks ago when I thought it was cold, and now it's actually freezing. I have to take all of my electronics out of there. I have quite a few frozen bottles of paint and all that kind of thing. It's so frustrating, but it's also, I find it very funny. I'm definitely considering getting one of those little heaters in there or something. But yeah, like I said, I just think it's funny, and it makes it a little bit harder to work in. I've moved my stuff inside, but another project for me is just to make that room better. So with these little sparkles, these are definitely, again, inspired by Lee Ellickson. I just think that they're, again, really cute, really charming. I like the sort of childish feel that you get from it. And again, bringing it back down from fine art to just something casual. And this is where I get so angry. This side of the tape ripped the paper. Oh my gosh, I was so frustrated. I know that the tape peels are supposed to be super satisfying, but when they go wrong, like I could just rip it in half at this point. Like I still really like the painting, but that is just always the most frustrating thing in the world. All in all, with the ripped tape and everything, like I still really love this painting. I think it's so pretty and cute, and I definitely right up my alley. I'm so glad that I made myself do it, and I hope you all enjoyed it too. You can find the picture of this as well as other flower illustrations on my Instagram. I did a couple reveal videos on TikTok if you haven't seen that either. And yeah, just let me know what you think. Let me know if you're also struggling with being a perfectionist, etc. And keep an eye out for another video. I'm trying to put out as many as I can before school starts again. So anyway, have a great rest of your day and I'll see you later. Bye.